My name is Berning, and I was born and raised on this farm. This farm's been in operation since 1973. I started helping out as a young boy at probably 5 or 6 years old. My grandpa on my mom's side bought the farm. He rented it out for a few years. My dad lived up the road on a neighboring farm. They got married, and after a couple of years, my grandpa asked my parents if they wanted to move down to the farm in 1973. So my parents started farming down here in 1973 with 15 cows and some pigs, whatever they did. And then we started expanding the operation. So now we milk around 450 cows and we farm about 700 acres. So we milk our cows in a double 10 parlor, which means we milk 10 cows on each side, so 20 cows at a time. We milk our cows at 4 in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and 8 o'clock at night. It takes us 5 hours to milk every shift of cows. We have 2 employees that work on every shift. We roughly sell around 40,000 pounds of milk a day. So we're average around 95 to 100 pounds of cow per day we do. We also raise the baby calves on our farm. We keep the heifer calves and we sell the male calves. So we raise them until they're 2 years old and they become part of the milking herd. So roughly we have around 750 animals altogether. We own around 400 acres, then we also rent 300 acres. So that land is all used to feed our cows and our calves. And this is great farmland because it's like we get the best of all the seasons, I guess you'd say. We get a little bit of the warmth, a little bit of the cold in the summertime or the wintertime, and then we have change of seasons. And temperature-wise, it's good for the cows. Cows like it between around 30 and 70 degrees, so we try to keep that for the cows, and this is a pretty good area for that. We have a good productive land, rolling hills and trees and everything like that to grow our crops. The weather is always a challenging factor you can't control. Also the price fluctuation of things, what we receive for our milk. The milk leaves our farm every day, so we can't store our milk up and keep it for a month or 2 or 3 months like you can corn or beans or something like that. So the milk has to leave our farm every day, so the price we receive for our milk fluctuates from month to month, and that can be a little challenging at times to dictate that. There's only about 1.5% of people are actually active in agriculture and production farming, you could say. And farming provides a lot of economic impact for the local economies. The average cow generates $13,000 in the local economy, from the people, from the tire manufacturer to the equipment guy to the cheese processor to our milkman to the testing lab to the guy in the grocery store that stocks the shelves to the factories where it's made, producing butter, cheese, yogurt, milk, and all those things like that. So it provides a lot of economic impact to the local economy, it does. The future of farming is to obviously to be more efficient in everything you do. So whether that's milking more cows, whether that's feeding more animals, growing more crops, and doing it in a timelier fashion. Technology is something that evolves all the time, like your phone. Something is here today and it's outdated tomorrow. So with technology, it's enabled us to milk more cows with less labor, be more efficient in what we do, and provide better results at the end of the day. So as technology increases, we have some technology things that we use are like all of our cows where we kind of Fitbit. The Fitbit around their neck, which tracks the cows to monitor their movement in the barn. It monitors their health, how much they're eating every day, and it monitors how their activity is and how the cow is doing. So I can look at my phone or my computer to pull it up and say, okay, I pull up 450 cows here, and these 5 cows need attention today, and these 5 cows need attention, and the rest are all good to go. And we also use technology. Our vet ultrasounds our cows for pregnancies, so she can do that at 30 days post-insemination and recheck them again at 60 days. And we also have a robotic calf feeder that feeds our calves, so the calves don't have to be fed at the bottle every day, twice a day. They can kind of be fed throughout the day, every 4 hours as they want to throughout the day. And there's also like GPS for tractors and auto steer tractors and everything, planting. So you're not overlapping, just more efficient with your seed use, and just better ways to make the environment more environmentally friendly. It's kind of one of those things where working harder in my dad's generation was able to pay the bills and able to make a living farming. It was. Now working harder is not always the answer. Working smarter instead of harder is the answer. Using technology that's available so you can minimize labor costs, or you can maximize your efficiencies by having more animals, more acres with less labor, and just getting precision down so you can track things more to make better decisions on your farm. I've always had a passion for farming since I was as long as I can remember, and I've always had interest in being out here helping my dad or my parents on the farm with milking cows or driving tractor, and something I've always enjoyed, and it's just kind of growing to where it is today. And to have a better lifestyle in farming, you have to kind of have a bigger business with employees, so you can enjoy some time off, because farming is 7 days a week, and without employees or people to help you along the way, it can be a commitment for your family and for everything. So Nellie and I are the second generation farming on here, and hopefully we'll pass it on to our third generation, our kids, if they have some interest in that. They've shown some interest now, but hopefully it continues. You can't force them to do it. Something, if they want to do it, you have to let them choose for themselves.